Well, if a picture can say 1,000 words, then Joel Grimes, I guess he's got a few more that he can share with us. He has been doing this for many, many years, and probably the words you say could fill a novel with all the photos you've taken by now.
As you may guess, he is an influential sports photographer. He works for Sports Illustrated. He's in the studio with us this morning to share some of those pictures, and you're going to be teaching classes here in town. So let's get into that in a few minutes. First, you got some photos to share.
Well, I got a couple photos I can talk about. I got a lot of photos I can talk about.
How did you get into this, first of all?
Well, you know, in high school. And it was an elective. I took it. It fit. And, you know, eventually went on to college, got a degree, which I didn't know what to do with. And then hit the real world. And I've been clawing my way all the way through it.
Yeah.
What drew you to a still image? What was it that you said, okay, this is my life right here?
I think, you know, I saw a black and white photograph hanging in someone's home once that this guy had taken. And it was like, that's the ultimate expression of you, like hanging on the wall. And I thought that is really cool, and I've sort of, that's always been in the back of my mind. But I still love to just express myself through an art form or being a creative person. I guess that's what's most...
I think the storytelling that comes from just one image is a mind-boggling thing.
When you're setting that up, I mean, you're looking at, you know, less than 1/10 of a second. How do you set up a story in an instant?
Well, I think that the subject I'm photographing has something to say, right? And it's my job to make them look, I say, larger than life. I love to make people say, I love that photo. That's the best photograph that you've ever taken.
Can we look at a few?
Yeah.
Let's do that. I know you have a few to share here. Okay, explain.
Well, I do a lot of real edgy lighting the last 5 years. This is actually soft cross light, which is the old Rembrandt. They call it the Rembrandt lighting.
Right.
And this was at a workshop. I photographed this girl in Italy.
It doesn't even look real.
Well, then I had to find a background, and that was actually I was on a job up in Vancouver, British Columbia.
Okay.
And I had to get a forest. I went out and found a forest shot, put the two together. So this is a composite. So I did not photograph her in the forest, but I'm making you think I was there.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Now, you like water, too.
I love... Yeah, and growing up in Arizona, I don't know what it is, but I love water, and so I love swimmers, or surfers, or anything around water.
Look at that.
And so this is again a composite. So I had photographed at Salton Sea. I'm not going to explain. That's in California, but it's not some place you'd want to swim.
Okay,
let's put it that way.
Right.
But it was gorgeous light, and then I thought I need a swimmer. And I went and found a swimmer. This girl competed in high school, but we put it all together. And you see that edgy lighting, the lighting that's coming across the cheeks?
That's really cool.
That's kind of my signature lighting. So anyways, put that together for that shoot.
And explain the next one to us then. This is Vincent?
Vincent, he is a character. He's a poet, musician. He played football at one point. And he helps me out in Phoenix when I do my workshops.
Okay.
And so I just say, bring a bunch of stuff. And he brought this chain and these goggles, and we did this in front of a class, and he just turned it on, and everyone, of course, loves him.
That's incredible.
And that background's in Detroit. So again, he's in Phoenix. My background's in Detroit. It make you think it's all in one shot.
Now, when you're teaching a workshop, are you going to teach us how to take both of those photos, or are you focused on one in particular? What will you be teaching?
I go through and I try to teach people, number one, how to be an artist, okay? And then, which is our humanity. We don't want to be criticized, right?
Sure.
And so we talk about that. I talk about lighting. Lighting is very important. So for me, I'm colorblind. So when I look at a photograph, I'm looking at how, and I put one together, I'm looking at how light falls on the face.
Okay.
So that's kind of my thing. So I teach lighting. I take the mystery out of lighting. We do some Photoshop, compositing. We go through the whole thing.
Good.
The workshop is actually at Midwest Photo Exchange. It's in their learning studio from 7 to 9 tonight, $25. It's actually a really good value. You can learn a whole lot from that.
And from a Sports Illustrated photographer.
No less.
No less.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it very
Thank you guys
much.
for having me
Thank you
here.
very much.
And for a colorblind man, your shirt's lovely. Just so
Well,
you know.
you know, I usually wear T-shirts. My wife said, do not wear a T-shirt if you're going to be on camera. So.
I knew there was a woman behind this story. Thank you so much.
Thanks very much,
Appreciate
Joel.
it.